Welcome to Joby, a movie and a bottle of wine.
Get the kitty cat. She's laid in her box of scarves. That's her favorite place to be. Who doesn't feel fancy in a box of scarves? Hey everybody, it's Joby and Matt and the cat. You saw the cat earlier in her fancy box of scarves.
Fancy box of scarves.
Matt and I had a great night off tonight. We watched Brightburn and we enjoyed it very much. So we're leading into thinking that it's going to end up with a bad Wonder Woman and a bad Aquaman.
Spoiler alert.
Spoiler alert, Stan Lee va a ser un cameo en esta película.
Sí sé esa mierda.
Spoiler alert. Yeah, the end credits, the end credits sequence hints that there may be more bad superheroes.
Yeah, because one was with a lasso and...
Right, and one was an underwater creature.
Shazam. Yeah. We had a great night of TV tonight. It was very limited in the red box, but I watched everything that I could.
Okay.
There was Stockholm. I held out on Stockholm. It came out a few weeks ago.
Right.
It did have Ethan Hawke in it. He was in Stockholm robbing a bank, the Bank of Stockholm. He ended up with Stockholm Syndrome, or his captive person did.
Right.
And she fell in love with him. It was a really good story. It was a true story.
Okay.
If nothing else. There was a lot of Bob Dylan music in it. He wasn't robbing the bank for money, but he was robbing the bank for other reasons.
For grins or political?
I don't know. You gotta watch it. It's so twisted, people.
Okay.
You gotta watch it.
Okay.
Let me ask you a question. Are you stupid?
Stockholm. It's worth watching, because the whole time you're thinking, how the hell are they ever going to get out of there? How the hell are they ever going to get away? Watch it.
Okay.
See what you think.
All right.
I watched another one tonight, Teacher. Not The Teacher, but Teacher.
Okay.
All right, so the guy was bullied as a kid, and he grows up to be a teacher, and he does everything he can to keep anybody else from suffering the bullying.
The bullying, okay.
But some people are victims and bullies.
Right.
That's very deep, what I said right there, people.
Very deep.
Some people are victims and bullies at the same time.
Something sets this guy off, the teacher, and he goes...
And the kid.
And the kid.
And the dad.
And the dad. Everyone goes off. Everyone goes off.
See? It's very deep on many levels.
Cool.
The father was bullied as a kid. The kid is bullied. When do you watch it? It was an interesting afternoon with that movie. Trial by Fire. All right, this is another one that was a true story. I told you Stockholm was a true story. Stockholm was absurd but true story.
Okay.
All right, so Trial by Fire ended up having Laura Dern in it in the end. All right, so the guy, this is a true story.
Okay.
They put him to jail, put him to death penalty for killing his children. 3 children on fire. You see him in the beginning. He comes stumbling out onto the porch. The neighbor across the street sees him, and they come to the conclusion that he lit his children on fire.
Ooh.
But when you get to the end of things, yeah, I hate to say spoiler alert.
Spoiler alert.
Spoiler alert!
In a serious manner, but he didn't kill his children.
Oh.
And his Laura Dern was just somebody who wrote him because he was a convict and was friends with him because he was a convict. And how she came into getting in touch with him was an interesting story.
Wow.
I like the whole thing.
Okay.
Trial by Fire. I hate to say he dies in the end, but after he dies, they come up and find him not guilty.
Well, darn.
Because it was a space heater. He didn't actually pour a pentagram of gasoline on the floor and light it on fire with his children. And all the stuff that they came up with.
Oops.
He honestly was genuinely innocent.
He was a victim of circumstance.
I'm a victim of circumstance. Who you hitting? Oh, God.
It was a good story. All right, and I mentioned Brightburn, but
Right.
now we got to mention some wine, don't we, Matt?
Yes, the wine.
So I've got a good one that's very generic that you guys need to see. Had a good time with it.
Mhm.
Matt and I didn't get to share it together. It was something that I got last week from my favorite place, Fresh to Frozen.
Fresh to frozen.
It said, this wine goes great with more of this wine. And it's very generic label.
Right. And
It's
I was gonna
hilarious.
say, it looks a lot like those memes you see on Facebook.
Love it.
Yeah, and it's called Some Wine, which is awesome. It's just like a generic. How would you like to have some wine? Here.
Hey, you're going to a party. You got to stop and pick up some wine.
Some wine.
There it is.
Do you have anything to drink in the house? I don't know. I might have some wine.
Imagine that. Imagine that. It was
I love
really
it.
good.
Love it.
And Matt had one tonight that I couldn't share with him because it was too sweet for my liking. But it was a Behringer.
Behringer.
Red Crush. And
Yep.
I got this one from Fresh to Frozen. I would definitely not buy any more of this, but if you like something sweet and smooth,
I like the sweet, so I enjoyed it very much.
Yeah.
So no problems there.
I would rather have some wine.
Some wine. If you wonder what to get Joby, get her some wine.
Some wine. Some wine. Loved it, people. You guys go and get you some, because it goes
Yeah.
better with more of this wine.
That's right.
So y'all watch some good movies. I want to mention one more thing, ASMR.
Okay.
All right, so I saw this in Oxygen magazine as a way of people chilling out and relaxing.
Right.
It stands for Autonomous Sensory Meridian Response.
Cool. That's deep.
I said it right, Matt.
She
Aren't
did.
you proud of
she
me?
said it right on the first take.
Oh, my goodness.
There is no second take for this show, by the way. But on the first take, perfect.
So these people, you go on Facebook, and these people come up with all these sensory things that you do that is relaxing.
Right.
It's supposed to send tingles up your spine.
Right.
And make you feel relaxed.
I saw it. They have like microphones and they take like a brush and go tss, then they whisper into the microphone.
Yeah, they tap.
Yep, they do all. I call it turning a fan on next to your bed for the white noise. But that's just me. That's just me, you know.
But you're supposed to go through all of them until
Yes.
you find out which one makes you feel all tingly and relaxed.
Yes. Hey.
So there you go, because my article said WTF is ASMR.
ASMR.
And that got Matt's attention, the
Right.
WTF part.
Right.
So we looked it up. But y'all...
Why the face?
Why the face?
I know it doesn't mean
Why
why
the face?
I know.
I don't have any previews this week, guys. There was nothing preview on any of my movies. It like went right straight to the movie.
Ba-bam.
Yeah. And
all
I
right.
want to say that tells me it's going to be a bad movie, but it doesn't necessarily.
No, not every
Yeah.
movie has previews.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So y'all chill and relax with some ASMR and some yummy wine.
Right.
Watch some great movies.
Yes.
I really think Brightburn, Trial by Fire, Teacher, and Stockholm. I don't think there were any losers this week.
No, as far as I know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So y'all watch some movies. Have a good time.
Right.
Enjoy your friends.
Yep.
Thanks for coming by.
That's right. Episode 96. We're counting down to 100.
Woo!
Woohoo!
Bye, everybody.
Bye.
Thank you for watching Joby, a movie and a bottle of wine.
Too cute. Matt is Red Crush.